Okay, name of exercise is reading exercise with the objects of the environment. Okay, reading exercise with the objects of the environment. Age group is 4 years onwards. It is one of the further reading exercises. Okay, reading has been started with the child from 3 years, and now for further reading exercises you can add up this exercise at the age of 4 years. Individual exercise and related to language subject, as it is reading, so it is related to language subject. Purpose, the direct aim of this exercise is reading. Okay, reading is direct aim, and indirect preparation for further work, you can say. Later on it can help the child in other things also. Okay, then control of error is the directress, and the previous knowledge also, because the sounds is the previous knowledge of the child that can help the child in correcting himself or herself. So previous knowledge of the child and the directress. Age group 4 years onwards. Individual work, you are going to invite one child for this work, bring the material for the cupboard for doing its first method. It has 3 methods. Okay, 3 types of methods can be applied for this reading exercise. Okay, and here I am going to start with the first method. You are going to do first method with those things which can be lifted, can be taken from the environment. Their sizes are small, their weight is light, and you can bring and place here in a tray on the presentation area. Okay, so for making the child read the names of those things, you will select such things which can be lifted and brought here on the presentation area. Make the child to sit on the left side. Okay, and then you are going to have this tray, like you are going to place one object in front of the child. When you are going to place this one, you will ask the child, that is the previous knowledge of the child. Okay, would you tell me its name? The child can tell you glass. Okay, you can place it here. Okay, would you tell me its name? The child will tell you bottle. You will place here. Would you tell me its name? The child will tell you fork. Okay, then you are going to place that next to this one. Now you are going to take this basket and one hardboard for writing the names of these, and for writing purpose you are going to have some white paper strips. Okay, you will need one pencil also for writing. Okay, and here you can see a pair of scissors. If you have to cut the slip, okay, then you can use this pair of scissors. Okay, now I am going to write here the name of anyone. Okay, the name of anyone I am going to write here from these objects. You are going to write with small letters, as these are words and words are written with small letters. After writing the name, you are going to cut the extra part of this slip. Place it back in the basket. Now you are going to place this slip in front of the child. Would you read this for me? The child will read it. Bottle. Previous knowledge of the child related to sounds will guide the child to say bottle. If the child is wrong, okay, his reading is wrong, then what you are going to do? You are going to make the child to read with the help of sounds. Okay, then the child will try to make himself or herself correct with the help of sounds. If he is again failed, okay, he is failed to correct himself, again he is incorrect, then the directress can tell the child, this is bottle. Okay, this is how reading will be done with the child. This process will be done with the child. You will say the child, okay, place the slate in front of bottle. So the child is going to place it here in front of bottle. Next, you are going to continue the work by writing the name of any other object. Like you are going to write here. Would you read this for me? The child is going to read it. Fork. If he is incorrect, then you are going to make the child to say the sounds. Read the sounds. Okay. Now you can see in this way you are going to write in front of the child. Okay. Say the child, please place it beside its object, beside the fork. The child is going to place it here. Now you are going to write the name of the third one. Extra slip. You are going to cut. Would you read this for me? The child will read it. Glass. Okay. Please place it beside glass. So the child will place it here. At one time you can give reading of 3 objects. Okay. This is the first method of doing reading exercise, taking objects from the environment. So it is done. You are going to place these back in the basket. Then place the material back in the tray. Then with the help of the child, you will put the material, put the tray back in the cupboard. Okay, shift the things from where you have taken. Okay, and place the basket in the language corner of the classroom. Place the board, writing board in the language corner of the classroom. Okay, so it is done. And now the second method. For doing the second method of this exercise, when you are going to give the name, reading the names of those things which are fixed at some points in the room. Okay, these are bigger in sizes, cannot be lifted and brought here on the presentation area. Then what you are going to do with those things? You are going to take only this board, you are going to take this basket of paper, white paper slips, a pair of scissors, one pencil, okay, and now you are going to write the name of anything, okay, that is fixed in somewhere in the room, okay. So one of you will come here. The child is here on my left side. You can stand here, okay? Yeah. I'm going to write the name of one thing, okay? Or some other day you will do this, okay? At one time we are going to do only with 3 things. Okay. I'm going to write like here, I'm going to write the name of one object, that is heavy one, that cannot be lifted. Okay, would you read this for me?
Sofa.
Sofa, okay, nice. Would you take it to place it on sofa? Okay, go. So you are going to send the child to that place where the object is actually placed there in the environment, okay? So the child is going to put it on the sofa. Okay, the child will come back. Please come back, leave the slip on that place, leave it there. Okay. Now I am going to write the name of another one. Would you read this for me?
Wall.
Wall? Okay. Go and place it beside the wall. So the child will go to put it beside the wall there at any point, but beside the wall he or she will put this slip. Okay. When the child will come back, you are going to write another one. Would you read this for me?
Table.
Table, okay. Would you place it on the table? It's up to you. It's up to the child. Okay, कि वो जिस मर्जी टेबल पे जाके रख दे, ठीक है? टेबल बहुत सारे होते हैं ना क्लास में. Okay, so it is done. And at one time you are going to make the child read the names of 3 things which are fixed at some places in the room. Okay, and then at the end with the child you will go to pick up the slips and collect those to put in the baskets or in the bin where you want to do. Okay. Okay, third method of reading exercise with the objects of the environment. For that purpose, you are going to take the child with you. You should have this basket, a pair of scissors, pencil, paper, white paper slips, and one hardboard for writing purpose. Okay, the child is on your left side. You are going to write here name of any object that is here in the room. Okay, but that is far away from the child. Okay, as I am going to write here name of one object, and then after writing I am going to cut extra slip, and then I am going to place it in front of the child. I will say to the child, would you read this for me? The child will read it. Fan. Okay, can you show me fan in this room? The child will point out with his arm pointing out the object. He will show you, oh, ma'am, there is fan. Okay, you are going to say the child, nice. Okay, after that you can place the slip back in the basket, take another slip, and here you are going to write name of any other object that is also here in this room, like okay. After writing, you will place in front of the child, make the child to read this. The child will read it, bulb. Okay, can you show me bulb in this room? The child will point out bulb anywhere in this room. He will point out with his arm, and then you will say the child, okay, nice. Then you are going to write name of another object. At one time you can do with 3 objects. Okay. You can see this one. Make the child to read it. The child will read it, tube light. If the child is unable, you can tell the child to read it with the help of sounds. And if the child has forgot sound, then you can even tell the child the sound, and the child can blend different sounds to read the whole word at his own okay, tube light. Okay, then you are going to say the child, can you show me tube light in this room? The child will point out tube light to show you, and then it is done. At one time we can give the child reading of the names of 3 things which are present in the room, but these are far away from the child. The child can point out, but he cannot touch those things, he cannot even lift those things. Okay, so this is the third method, and now it is all about reading exercises with the objects of the environment.